Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
Hello everyone and welcome to Online Success Journey. This is episode 352 and you will want to subscribe right now and ensure you'll never miss a journey. The entrepreneurs that join me each week reveal steps they took on their journey to success, and these steps reveal a path you can take as well. Today we have Stuart Leo, founder and CEO of Waymaker.io, an intelligent business management platform that helps leaders build a better business in 30 days. Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Patience. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming. I know my audience are excited to hear your story. Just start by telling us one thing we are going to learn from you today that will help us on our journey to success.
I think the greatest thing I could talk about today is how we help employees and existing people inside other organizations break out and become their own boss and run their own business, providing business consulting and advisory services. And it's exciting to see that. There's such a wonderful opportunity in the world right now to carve out your own career in your own business. And we're excited to be able to help people to do that.
I can't wait to hear more about that. Let's get started with the basics. Can you tell my audience a little bit about your background and what you did before you started your own business?
Yes, well, I grew up in business and worked in some advertising agencies and communication firms, and ended up working for a big global corporate who was in urban redevelopment and regeneration and property, which is wonderful. Had a great corporate career there. And by my early 30s, I was excited to think about how do I break out and start to build my own business and do my own thing and take control of my own time. And are all those things possible, or are they just dreams? And so by my early 30s, I left my corporate role. I started a consulting service and I grew that consulting service over the course of 8, 9, 10 years into a multi-million-dollar consulting business, 15 to 25 staff, depending on the cycle and what we were doing. And ultimately then, whilst I loved consulting and coaching and advisory, saw the opportunity as COVID came to platform what we were doing and build Waymaker and allow other people who wanted to do that exact same thing, provide great coaching and consulting services, jump onto the platform. And so that's what we did. We've built a platform to enable others to become business advisors, providing intelligent advice and growth strategies to other clients.
What background, Stuart? But why do you do what you do?
I do what I do because I really love business. I love people. I enjoy seeing new ideas come to life. And I think there's something really special when somebody can have an idea for a new business or desire to build something for themselves, and they get out and they do it. And I think you can have wonderful careers in business and corporate life and working for other people, but there's something special that's exciting when you work for yourself, and it's a real reward. And I think there's people who are far happier, far more satisfied in life, even if they're not earning more, or they may be earning the same or even a bit less, running their own business than, say, a corporate life. Now, many are earning a lot more, but you have, if you run it right, you have control of your time. You have some control of destiny and what you're doing, and there's just some wonderful opportunities to experience life in a very different way. And so I love seeing that happen. I'm a little bit entrepreneurial myself, and I love it when other people who love to serve and deliver good business can crack that code, can figure out how to run their business. And if we can help them do that, then that's very rewarding. I hope that makes sense.
Let's put man aside. How do you know you are successful?
Great question. Well, I think, I'm a firm believer that success isn't a destination. It's absolutely a journey. And I think if you are working towards your goals and you are gradually improving and moving towards your goals, then you are being successful. It may not always feel like it at times, but you are. And ultimately, you'll have the breakthroughs. Success, I think, is a very misunderstood concept. I think it's something that people think is just all about money or all about fame or all about prestige. And I think you need to bin those things because most of the drug, alcohol, rehab issues are found in our celebrities and famous people. Whereas I think there's an awful lot of very happy, content, and I'm going to use the term wealthy people who have carved out great businesses, great lives for themselves, for their families, and they can do the things they want when they want with the resources they have. I think that's what success is. When I think, if I had to put a definition on success or even on wealth, it's the ability to do what you want to do because you can. You can choose. You have choices. So I think that's a very powerful position to be in your life.
Tell us the 3 keys for growth for any organization.
3 keys to growth for any organization. Number 1, clarity. Number 2, alignment. Number 3, focus. Let me just break those apart for you. Clarity is all about, do we know the problem we're solving? Do we know the ideal customer we're serving? Do we know how we are achieving the growth we're going to achieve? Do we know how we make money on every sale? Do we know how we can onboard and create a new customer and grow that customer? And do we know how to onboard and build and develop our talent and our people? That's clarity. And when you have that clarity, you have a foundation for alignment. And clarity is wonderful. It's fantastic. But the minute you hire somebody else, the average level of clarity in any organization is diluted. And so your job as a leader is to build that clarity into everybody that joins your team. And that's alignment. As you do that, you align people to vision, to the market, to the strategy, to the business model, to the customer experience, to the employee experience. And ultimately then those people are calibrated and growing and doing the same thing to the next round of people. Clarity, alignment. All of that is good, but it's never great until you have the third thing, which is focus. And the most important thing about business strategy is execution. I think it was Jim Collins that said 1% vision, 99% execution or perspiration. And the reality is that if you do not have focus and execute well, then you can have all the clarity and all the alignment in the world, but it doesn't go anywhere. And so too many people, too many organizations today fail to do 2 things in execution. Number 1, they fail to focus, and that means they fail to prioritize. They say, gosh, to win, I've got to do 50 things, and I've got to do 50 things really, really well. No, just do 1 or 2 things really well over the next quarter or half, and make sure you deliver those and nail them. And secondly, live your life around goals. Goals are the secret building blocks to any growth journey, any success journey. A great goal stretches you and puts you somewhere beyond where business as normal takes you. And so if you can build goal thinking and goal building into your execution and focus, then you will continuously improve and you'll continuously prioritize and you'll continuously stretch. So 3 things, 3 keys. Number 1, clarity. Number 2, alignment. Number 3, focus.
Tell my audience about the magic moment, the day it suddenly all went right for you.
I think that's a utopian dream. I think there are different levels of that and different opportunities for that. And I think in business you go through cycles where everything's going right and it's wonderful, and then seasons change and markets change and everything starts going wrong and you've got to work hard. But look, I'll tell you about some of the times when you can feel it's going right, and I think that's important. I think sometimes when when I look at my business and I see my team just focusing on getting the job done, enjoying what they're doing, having a laugh along the way, seeing results with customers. When things just work and things just happen, that's a wonderful moment, and you feel like, yeah, things are going right. I think if you're in a moment where things are going right all the time for an extended period of time, then you're in a false sense of security. The only constant we have is change, and we must always learn how to reset the sails. So I think one of the greatest skills and keys you can learn is how to recalibrate, how to optimize, and how to reset your sails as marketplaces change, as situations change, and you can take advantage of the short-term opportunities.
If you could rerun the first year of your business, what would you definitely not do?
What would I definitely not do? I think I would definitely not waste money on unnecessary things. I would definitely not think I had more time than I had, and I would definitely not focus 100% on the business. I would make sure that there's a balanced life and I'm spending time with family.
Tell us, what did the British Army discover as the key to high-value strategic leadership, and how can a business owner use this in their business today?
That's a great question. It's actually one of the key principles in our software and what we do, and it's a great story. The British military developed a method, a practice of identifying the highest value course of action on the battlefield, and it transformed the way they ran operations in an agile and dynamic environment. And it's only a fairly recent innovation as the military were coming out of the 20th century, as warfare was changing and it was becoming far more agile and urban. The traditional strategic planning and decision-making methods for battle planning needed an overhaul. Decisions needed to be made faster, closer to the action, with greater accuracy. And so the British military actually stepped back and developed what you could really describe as a Socratic method, a question and answer method. The British military really stepped back and developed a Socratic method, a question and answer method, that if you asked and answered this small number of questions, you would develop the highest value course of action on the battlefield. And it was incredibly transformative to operations in the theatre of war. It created agility. If you asked and answered these small number of questions, you could develop a battle plan, but you could do that really quickly in a time of battle, or you could do that over time back at HQ. So the first thing was it was really agile. The second thing was that it was incredibly collaborative, and it meant that if you were in a team, from general all the way down to lance corporal, you were asking these 7 questions. Everybody knew the language. Everybody knew the flow. And so it flattened the organisation through that collaboration. And thirdly, it had an organic effect on leadership development. If you were a young leader coming through, you would see and hear and participate in this process, and you would begin to learn how to do very effective battle planning. So when I was coming out of corporate life, I was reading about this. It was only 10 years or so embedded into the military, and an incredibly successful transformation in effective command on the battlefield. And I remember coming out of corporate life going, wow, if one of the world's most traditional, stuffy, organisations, and I mean that with due respect to my Commonwealth colleagues, can transform their operations and thinking on the ground, then why can't a business? Because a business is facing similar challenges. Businesses today, and when I was thinking about this, it was 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, are facing digital disruption, financial disruption, geopolitical disruption, a whole range of disruptions, which haven't stopped. COVID has just, icing on the cake in terms of continued disruptions. And so we as business leaders need a new way of resetting the sails, need a new way of finding and developing the highest value course of action in the marketplace. And so I was inspired, we were inspired to look at what the military did, and we went, okay, how could we do that in business? And so we obviously couldn't use their questions. Those questions are designed to blow people up. We're not in the business of blowing people up. We're in the business of building up business. And so we took the method of just, is there a small number of questions that if leaders could ask and answer on a regular basis, would identify the highest value course of action for their organisation? And could we get those same effects of agility, leadership development, collaboration, and flattening of an organisation? And it took 6 or 7 years, but we built it. And it's a small number of questions, 7 questions, that if you ask and answer on a regular basis, you will develop the highest value course of action. Now, just like the military, when they're asking those strategic questions in the battlefield, they have some software in their hands that's going to help them with battle planning, with data and information. And so we thought, well, let's build that software for the business world. Let's build some software that when you're asking those strategic questions in your business, you've got some software that's helping you ask and answer those questions faster, more effective, with greater accuracy, so that you can get better outcomes as you focus in your business. And ultimately, we developed some software, we platformed that, and that's really what Waymaker is today. It's a methodology. You can learn and you can practice what we call the 7 questions on the leadership curve. You can use the software, which will give you the insights across your business on the growth gaps and where to take action. And you can track your goals, and it will do 3 things. It will give you clarity, it will give you alignment, and it will give you focus. And I think there is nothing more important right now for any business, from 1 to 1,000, to have those 3 ingredients in yourself and in your team.
What have you learned from business as a whole?
I've learned that business is simply business. It's not life. It's an instrument to improve lives, and that if we do good business and do business well, we can make lives a lot better for a lot more people. And I think that's a powerful concept to get. If we treat business as a mechanism to just take and take and take for ourselves, we can skew its intent. I'm a firm believer that good business builds a good society, and good societies create healthy families, great neighbourhoods, prosperous streets where people can work, they can live well, they can go to school, they can grow. And those core ideas are the core ideas that have driven humanity for thousands and thousands of years. And I think business is a key ingredient to that. And I think we've lost our way a little bit sometimes in society on that. It's great to have successful businesses. Now, when I say that, I'm putting the context of, say, a unicorn and scaling up $1 billion business. Wonderful, fantastic. But you know what? 94% of businesses around the world are family businesses that are run by local families doing great work, good work, supporting and sustaining the local neighborhood. And that is an incredibly successful life to live. And I think that is something to pursue.
What grounds you?
I would have to say my wife. No, I think family grounds me. It's life is life. Right now, my family, we're doing a renovation on our house. I was joking about this the other day. You go from digging up dirt, picking up bricks, and working on the house early in the morning or on the weekends to running a technology business and trying to build something amazing in the afternoon. And I think that's very grounding. I think that's very healthy. So I think family life and the reality of taking kids to school and going out on weekends and spending time with kids they're the things that ground you. They're the most important things in the world.
In your businesses, do you have a mentor or a coach yourself?
Absolutely, yes. And in fact, I would say that the influence and the impact of coach and mentor on this business has meant that we are years ahead of where we thought we would be, because we've had good advice, good challenging, good discussion, good guidance to improve ourselves, but also to take the shortcuts when you can. That's an invaluable experience for any business.
What is the most valuable thing your mentors has told you?
I don't think it's anything that they've told us. I think it's the questions they ask. That the most powerful thing a coach or an advisor can do for you is ask the right questions, ask the hard questions. And that means that you're challenged and you're stretched and you're pushed to wrestle with good ideas and the hard issues. So if it was just all about buying advice or here's a quick shortcut, just tell me what to do, it's kind of like eating candy to go on a diet. It's small, it's quick, it's fast, but actually it's very unhealthy. And so the best thing mentors and coaches have done for us is not tell us what to do, but ask us the really hard questions and then hold us accountable to the answers.
Let's talk about your business. Tell us more about it.
Sure. The business Waymaker.io, it's a platform that helps small to medium business identify their growth gaps, build their strategic goals, plan out those goals and track those goals across their team, whether that be a team of 3, 4, or 5 through to a team of 500. It is a platform that we call an intelligent business management platform or a strategic command center. It's somewhere where you can diagnose your business, plan your business, and run your business. And it's really simple but powerful. We believe in continuous improvement, and we enable others to find that in their business. Principally, we work with coaches and consultants. So if you're a business coach or you want to become a business coach, then we license all our content because we have a digital academy with playbooks and courses and content that anybody, any partner, which is somebody who we license Waymaker to, can use with their clients. So our business model is really simple. We license the methodology, the software, the content, the resources to people who want to be business coaches and consultants. They use that with their clients and build their business. We charge an ongoing fee, which would work out to be around £60 or £70 per month. But that gives you everything you need to run an advisory service. And so we see coaches and consultants earning £2,000, £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 plus a month, providing business coaching and advisory services, equipped, empowered, and enabled off our platform. And that's our goal. We're a technology business first. We provide the platform and the tools for others to then go out and build very successful advisory businesses.
Where do we find you and how can we connect with you?
Best place to find me is on LinkedIn. Just search Stuart, Stuart, Leo, Leo, and Waymaker, and you'll find me. Connect with me. I'll always connect back. Say hi. I'll always have a chat to you. And you can also find everything you need to know about the 7 questions, the leadership curve, our diagnostic tools, and our partner program for aspiring coaches and consultants on waymaker.io. That's Waymaker, WAYMAKER.io. Jump on there, take a free trial, download any of the resources you like, and you can connect and talk with us about our partner program.
Thank you. There will be more from Stuart in a moment. If you are listening to this on a podcasting platform and you are encouraged by Stuart's journey, please go to our website at onlinesuccessjourney.com. In addition to the amazing free content, you can work direct with me. Check out my course, Success: How to Set Goals and Double Your Productivity, a course for achieving success in work and life, when you visit onlinesuccessjourney.com. The site has a ton of audio clips from hundreds of successful entrepreneur guests' journeys, all there to help you find the path to your own online success journey. Check it out. That's onlinesuccessjourney.com. Now, Stuart, I would love for you to share more with my audience if you're up for it.
Okay, fire
Thank you.
away.
Do you watch movies or read books?
Both. I would say movies to relax and books to learn.
I'll go for books. Tell us, what is your favorite book that has some relevance to being an entrepreneur?
There's so many. One of the most influential books is a very, very simple book that a friend gave me probably 15, 20 years ago, called The Art of the Start by Guy Kawasaki. He's a great author and speaker, and a really simple book, nothing complicated in it, but really good if you want to start something. It's called The Art of the Start. And it was the lessons on how to pitch and grow your business from his time running a venture capital group, from all the pitches and businesses he saw. So The Art of the Start, jump into that. It's an oldie but a goodie. I love it.
If your business was down to its last $100, how would you invest it?
That's a really good question. I would ask, what is the most effective thing we could do for our customers, and do that. That's the only thing you can do at that point.
If you are going to keep a note to yourself in your pocket every day, what would be written on it?
It would say, you can achieve more than you think, but you are not more than you think. And in fact, it would just say that. It would just say that.
Thank you. Do you feel like you succeeded or like you are only on the way?
I think there are moments of success in life, as much as there are moments of failure in life. And I think there are an enormous amount of more moments of success and probably failures to come as well in life. So I'm not done yet. I feel like I'm only just beginning. So I think there's a heck of a lot of success and failure to come still.
Will you ever stop?
Somebody once said to me, you'll die in the chair working with people. Will I ever stop? Yeah, I think I think I'll stop. I don't think I'll ever stop. I think when you find a passion, and I think it's that great quote from the age-old philosopher Voltaire. I think he said it first: where your deep passions and where the deep needs of the world meet, that is where you find your purpose. And so I think when you find spaces and places where you can speak into those moments where you've found great passion for what you do, you find people with great need, I think you do that whether you're getting paid for it or not. So I don't think I'll ever stop. I think I'll always be involved in some kind of organizational growth or leadership, or whether it be profit or not for profit. I just can't see that stopping.
Remind us how we can connect with you once more.
Search me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's the best place. Reach out, ask any questions, and visit waymaker.io to access our platform and to review our partner program if you would like to build your own strategic advisory service using our frameworks and tools.
Stuart, it's been great having you to share your online success journey with us.
An absolute pleasure, Patricia. Thank you for having me. And I wish every success to your listeners and your community.
Thank you. Remember, success is a journey. Don't wait. Let's start the journey. Patience and Stuart.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to Patience and her guest and want you to know that there are hundreds of episodes available at onlinesuccessjourney.com. Patience would like to thank you for listening to the podcast, and she has a free gift for you on her website, including an audio compilation of her guests' best tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. Additionally, there are special clips of over 250 episodes that have never aired on the podcast and are only available to members of the Online Success Journey. Check the website and click on Join Now to get free and instant access. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps us each chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed on the favorite platform you have to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the Online Success Journey and listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review the podcast at Apple Podcasts and other sites. We appreciate your help and your willingness to share the journey. One last thing. If you're feeling a bit lost or overwhelmed on your own journey, Patience can help. Check out our coaching sessions on how to set goals and double your productivity while you're at the website. Working with Patience is a great way to get back on the right path. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.